And we're rolling the ball up and down the fingers. And into the palm of the hand. And then the pad of the pinky. Holy smokes, what happened? Somebody took over my computer there. And the thumb. I bet that was Bill. And roll it across the knuckles. And we're back to fingers. So let's squeeze it between the index finger and thumb. And the middle finger and the thumb. And the ring finger. And do your best with the pinky. But I think you notice it gets a little bit easier each time. And then over to the other finger, other hand and the index. Middle. Ring. And pinky. You're welcome into the class even if you're late. And let's go around the back. And switch. And switch. 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 Yeah, let's go between the legs. Switch. Switch. And switch. And we'll drop the ball on the floor. Assess how the feet are feeling. And then step on the ball 3 times right in the middle of the foot. Up to the knuckles, press down once on each, going across. Roll it across the knuckles. Bring it to the middle of the foot and wiggle the toes. Up to the crease between the knuckles and the toes and squeeze. Lift and separate. Squeeze. Middle of the foot and wiggle. And scribble. Three, two, one, release, reassess, and go to the other foot 3 times. Up to the knuckles. Scoot it across. Wiggle the toes. Press the toes into the ball. Separate the toes. Press into the ball. Wiggle. and scribble. Three, two, one, release. Get the ball out of the way and reassess. And let's do some wood chops. 7 through the middle. And then 7 diagonally across the body. 2. And then across the other way. And shake the tree. And 3, 2, 1. Redo with a centering and twist at the waist and swing the arms. Three, 2, and 1. And today we're going to do the Tai Chi Qigong Opening, and then I'm going to add a new move. So what we're going to start with is by putting our feet together, hands at the lower dantian facing in. Put your foot, all your weight on your right leg and foot. Step out with your left. Raise your hands. You're leaning slightly towards your toes. And then as you bring your hands back, you go back on your heels. So we'll do a couple more of those, which is the first move in something that Michael Wynn calls Primordial Tai Chi, an 800-year-old form. And then what you would do is as you come down, your right hand goes up to your side and you look, it's right about eye level, and look right in the middle of your palm, which is an energy center. Then that right hand comes down and your left hand goes up the same way. And you look at the center of that hand and come back down and form ball right at the lower dantian. So let's do that again. We've done we'll do the Tai Chi opening, coming back on our heel, weight on the right leg as the right hand comes up to the side. We look at it, come back down, left hand, and come back down, forming chi ball. Let's go out to the right one more time. The left hand is pushing away like so as the right hand comes up at the hip. And that comes down. Right hand pushes away as you're looking at the middle of the palm of the left hand, and it comes back. Those are the first 2 moves of that form. We'll slowly start doing that from time to time. In the meantime, let's walk or march or jog. And today it's a Saturday, so it's a chair day. We're going to be doing the critical bench chair exercises for the core stabilization. They're coming down and going back. No squats, of course. So whatever you want to do here. I think I'll do some side jacks. But you keep doing what you're doing. Just be safe. Once you get the heart rate up in 5, 4, 5 Tibetans in the air for class 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. 10. 20. And 30. 2 deep breaths. Interlace those fingers and raise the hands up overhead. Reaching for the sky. Come on down and bend back if you can. Back to center. Bend in one direction. And then the other. Back to center, lower the hands. Press out at the chest. Come down, interlace the fingers behind the back and raise the hands. A little higher. And come down and shrug. And roll back. Form a W, squeeze the shoulder blades together. And release. Squeeze. And release. Squeeze one more time. And release. Extend the arms and rotate. And go the other way. Palms are down, palms, one palm is down, one palm is up, and flip-flop. Bring one arm across the body, pressing at the elbow. And then the other. And first hand behind the back, pressing down and in on the elbow. Then the other. Grab both elbows and rock side to side. Extend the arm, fingers up, pull back. Fingers down. Roll up the wrist, wiggle the fingers. Make a fist. Wiggle, fist. Other hand, fingers up. And down. And flop, wiggle, fist. Let's rotate the head. Other direction. Nod. And go ear to shoulder. Let's do a side lunge. And the other way. Come on up and bring the feet together. Hinge at the waist. Stretch those hamstrings as your hands go down. And come on up. We're going to get the hamstrings and the calves anyway. So let's grab a stick, because we're doing the GymStick routine today. And we're going to start with some dynamic swimmers. Going one way, and then the other. And then raise it up over the head and swing back and forth. And then down to the waist. Or the middle of the back, really, in the crook of the elbows. And twist. And then drop the stick down to just above the knees. Bring your hands out in front between the knees. Hinge at the waist and pull up. And then bring the stick out in front. Extend the arms. Hands are near the top or at the top. Step back, hinge at the waist, and stretch the shoulders and upper body. Come on up, bring the stick across the body with one hand. The other hand comes up underneath your arm. Grab the back of the shoulder, hinge at the waist, and tug gently. Same thing on the other side. And then bring the stick to the side of the foot. top hand is pushing out as the bottom hand is pulling in. You can hinge slightly at the hips again, the waist. 8. Cover that. And then bring the stick to the other side. Do the same. Then bring the stick in front of one foot. Move that foot about 6 inches away. Lean the top of it against the collarbone, slide your hands down, raise the sole of the foot. And to enhance the stretch, wiggle it, pivoting on the heel, back of the heel. Come on up. Press that sole of that foot against the stick to stretch the calf. Hey, got a cat who's digging at my floor here. Come back. We'll get the other foot. Same thing, about 6 inches away. Lean it against the collarbone, slide the hands down, lift the sole, wiggle. Come on up. Press the sole of the foot against the stick. And come back down. We're going to go front leg in 90 degrees, back leg, the ball of the foot. You're on the ball of the foot. Come down, stretch the hip flexors. Switch the position of the feet. Come on up, grab one leg by the shin, ankle or toes, and stretch the quads. Send the other foot. Bring the first leg in front, push the knee towards the back, hinge a bit at the waist, stretch the glutes. Other foot. And come on back. Put the stick out in front. Grab by 2 hands, 1 hand. 1 or 2 fingers. Come up on your toes and back on your heels. About 15 times. Hanging out for a second in each position. $13, $14, and $15. All right, time to sit. Let's grab a chair. Sit in the middle. Hands overhead, arms parallel to the ears, and just bend forward about 45 degrees, the London Bridge. You come back. 2, we'll do 10, 3, 5, 10. Stay in the middle. Cross your arms across your chest. And we're going to lean back, touch the back of the chair, and come forward. Keep your core engaged. As you go back. Nine and 10. And now we're going to cross at about 45 degrees. Again, you want your core engaged as you do so. And now lateral T slide. Just extend your arms out to the side and move your hips in one direction and then the other. Okay, now we get into the V-tucks. And again, if you feel at all unsafe doing these on the chair, you can do them on the floor. Just lying down, bringing your knees to your chest, extending your legs out and bringing them back. But if you feel safe, you got a nice sturdy chair that you can do this in. You can do it in the chair. Going sideways, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now we're going to do a plank, standing up. You can do this on the back of the chair, just step away and lean into it at an angle. If you want to increase it, you do it on the seat. And we'll hold for 20 seconds. 19. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on up and take a couple of breaths. We got one more to do. And again, you can do this holding onto the back, or to intensify it onto the seat. Make sure the chair is stable. You might need to put it against the wall so it doesn't move. This time, we're going to go into the plank and go, again, you can do this on the back of the chair, or you can do it leaning against the wall and just go knees to elbow. 1, 2, 3, towards elbow. Doesn't have to hit. 4, 6, 7, 10. All right, nice deep breath. Or 2. Before we do our breathing for the week, which again is just having fun with your breath, whatever you do. Just be aware of it. Do something that makes you aware of it. Deep breath in, maybe in a hold, and then exhale for twice as long as you inhale. Or do some rapid breaths. Or exhale and hold for 10 seconds before you inhale. Whatever it is, just yawn, have fun. Yeah. And then rub your hands together. Cultivating chi. Form your chi ball. Feel that energy flow between those 2 points in the palm that we were just looking at, right in the middle of the palm. And then center and take 2 breaths. And let's open our hearts. Pause on that inhale and then exhale. And let it out. Center, 2 breaths. And bring down heavenly chi. Go to the earth and scoop some up. And Namaste.
Thank you, Tom.
Hey, you're welcome, Mira. Hi, Suzanne.
Hi, Tom. It's nice to see the weekend warrior has joined us again.
Yes, she knocked just as we were beginning. Whoops. There we go. Hey, Don.
Hey, thanks, Tom.
You're welcome. So, for those of you still around and willing and able to do the 5 Tibetans, I'm actually going to do them today. The other day, I somehow went right into yin yoga instead of the 5 Tibetans. I don't know what happened. So, we'll start. Again, you can twist at the waist and swing the arms, or if you up to 11 spins. And then take 2 deep breaths. I'm going to switch the camera to the floor camera because that's where we're going. Yeah, we're not doing cat. Come on over on this side. All right. Lie back. Hands are by your side or under the small way back if you want support there, under the head if you need support at the neck. Soles of the feet are on the floor, or the legs are extended in the unmodified version. In both versions, the head, neck, and shoulders come up as the legs come up, or the palm, or the soles of the feet come off the floor, and you go back down. If you have any back issues, only come up just a tiny bit, as we do in the McGill Big 3. But if you don't, you can come up a little bit higher than that. All right, let's do. I'm going to do 6 modified and 5 regular, starting now. 1, 2. 7. 11. Lie back, take 2 nice, deep, relaxing breaths. And we'll come up on our knees. Hands are on the back of the thighs or the glutes. If you can't do back extensions, just rock back on your knees and come forward. Otherwise, stand back, come forward. That's 1. It's 11 for me, 2 breaths. We're going to sit down. Palms of the hands are facing forward at the side of the hips, although some people prefer to put them behind their back facing away. Feel free to do that. Soles of the feet are either on the floor as you go into an inverted table, or in unmodified version or extended, which is what I'm going to use. We'll do 11, however feels best for you. 1, 2, 3. And 11. Take a couple of deep breaths. Turn over on all fours. Come up into a Cobra in the modified version. Unmodified started down dog. Let me do up dog. I'll do 6 and 5 again, starting now. And when you're done, turn around, sit down, cross your legs, however feels comfortable to you this morning, and take a couple of breaths. Going to rotate 6 times in one direction, 5 in the other, either sitting up or bending down. That's 1. And when you're done, switch the position of the legs. What was in front goes behind, on top goes below. We're going to do 5 in the original, 6 in the reverse. Last round, going to stretch out in front, and then the left knee and right knee. Do 2 rounds of box breathing. I do 4 in, 4 hold, 4 exhale, 4 hold before inhaling again. At whatever cadence works for you. Ready? 1, 2. All right, stretching out and going to do 2 rounds of the box breath. Moving to the left knee, 2 rounds of box breath. And then the right knee. And coming up. Something on.
Thank you, Tom. Have a great rest of the weekend.
You too.
Lily's asleep,
She's asleep, yeah. All right.
basking in the sun.
Oh, good. Well, give her my best.
Thank you.
Okay.
Nice to see you, Alaska.
Yeah.
Bye.
All right. Take care. So long, Linda. Ava, Joel, Itzhak. Till later.